Good afternoon, once again, ladies and gentlemen. You already know who it is. It is your boy Lewis. Welcome back to the Lewis Basketball Network, and I am back once again with another banger with yet another video. Make sure you like, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell to always receive the latest content I truly provide. Truly appreciate you guys for watching my videos. Excuse me, and make sure at the end of this video, make sure to share this video. Only help the channel grow. Truly appreciate it. On to today's story. So, last night I was watching the Brooklyn Nets and the Sacramento Kings. Shout out to both teams. They have definitely improved, and they have made two very exciting teams. But the Sacramento Kings had a 27-point lead against the Nets. And shout out to Marvin Bagley. That dude is going to be a special player. Special player. And I love how people were harking on Kobe and dissing him, saying Buddy Hield wasn't really going to be a big deal. But I think Buddy Hield is going to be a nice star in this league. A really solid pro in this NBA in his NBA career. So shout out to Buddy Hield. And I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, D'Angelo Russell, man. What can you say about the brother? He led the 27-point comeback, beat the Kings on the road, 125-123. Scores 44 points on the road and leading the Brooklyn Nets to the victory over the Sacramento Kings. Shout out to D'Angelo Russell. Shout out to the Brooklyn Nets, man. I'm telling you right now, man, the Brooklyn Nets are a dark horse team. And the reason I say that is because they're going to have cap and free agency. The fact that they're in the playoff race, and if they make a little bit of noise in the postseason with whoever they face, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a very attractable destination. Also, shout out to the Sacramento Kings. Unfortunately for the Sacramento Kings, they are a young team, obviously, just like the Brooklyn Nets. But the issue with them is they need a star. They have issues closing games. They're reminding me of the Minnesota Timberwolves when Kevin Love was on that team, where it's like the Sacramento Kings look like they're the best three-quarter team in the NBA. But when it comes to the fourth quarter, they have just found a way to not have been able to close out these games. And they've lost a lot of close games. It just tells you that the Sacramento Kings, they can compete with anybody in the league. They can compete with anybody. They're a fun team to watch, very fun to watch. I enjoy watching the Sacramento Kings play, even as a diehard Knicks fan, because even as a Knicks fan, I am an NBA fan and I am a fan of the players at the end of the day. But and I give my respect to teams that are putting in that work, man, and that's what the Sacramento Kings are doing. You got to admit, even if they don't make the playoffs, they really overachieved this year. Like, you know, in terms of the expectations will be a little more higher come next year, because let's face it, nobody saw the Sacramento Kings winning this many games, and they were in the playoff race for a good portion of the season. So you got to give them a lot of credit. But D'Angelo Russell scoring the 44 points, ladies and gentlemen, and his improvement and his maturity and the way he's approached the game lets me know that Magic Johnson is not built for this GM shit. Why? Because Magic Johnson, he's a great player, but I did not like him as an analyst. And he is a terrible president of basketball operations. He didn't make himself a great coach neither. So when it comes to other aspects other than playing, Magic's just not good. D'Angelo may have made a mistake with the Nick Young situation, but they gave up too soon on D'Angelo, and you see what he's doing now. Now, you could say at the time it felt like it was the right move because D'Angelo was trash, but I think if you would have worked with him and given him some time, given him the right veteran leadership to help mold him, I mean, look, the move itself just humbled him, and look where he is right now. He's made an all-star team. He's played under control, and this is also why it kind of gets me upset about Russell Westbrook. Because if you look at D'Angelo's a young player, and he's matured before our eyes. Russell Westbrook has been in the league it's been a decade, and he still hasn't learned how to slow the game down, how to be able to keep his emotions under control. Like, if you look at D'Angelo, he plays. It's like he has dynamite ready to explode on you, but he keeps it very nice and calm deep inside a package. And when he's ready to let it go boom, he lets it go boom. And he's shooting, over 40% from the three-point line, just having an unbelievable bounce-back season after he was injured most of last year. So you got to give a shout-out to D'Angelo Russell for the year he's having, man. Just incredible. But Magic Johnson, man. Brook Lopez could have still been a Laker. I mean, he was willing to take a pay cut just to be on a championship team. Look what he's doing with the Bucks, and he's part of the reason why they have the best record in the league. Obviously, Giannis is the leader of the team, and Chris Middleton's had an all-star season. But that Brook Lopez signing was a very underrated, low-key piece that the Lakers could have had right now. Would have helped with their floor spreading. Letting go to Julius Randle, man, and choosing LeBron. And look what he's doing. And also, that point guard up there in Sacramento, De'Aaron Fox, I think the Lakers would have been good with him. And I mentioned this a couple of videos ago, again, too, ladies and gentlemen, that think about it. With him, they don't focus on getting LeBron. They get Paul George. It's a nice-looking team that they probably have, right? You know, it didn't happen, and this is the team that they have. The Lakers, they have the talent. It's just you have a king who signs $154 million for 4 years, constantly being made with excuses from reports of his injury. He didn't play last night due to a sore left groin. I got to laugh. And I noticed that he uses his load management thing mostly against good teams. He used it against the Warriors. And it's just like, oh my God, whatever. But, you know, like I said again, man, LeBron really, again, deserved to come to the Western Conference because all that hiding of the 8 straight finals, again, fully exposed him in this season. People are going to say, yo, you are trolling LeBron so hard. How much more do you want him to do? He deserves a break. He's been taking breaks in the season, even though he's come back from the groin injury. The Lakers fared no better. And you see LeBron's defense. The XYZ stats, as I like to call them, the selective truth stats that LeBron plays with, the overrated 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists. I don't care what anybody says that LeBron is putting in work. I'm telling you, those stats are overrated. LeBron stays stationary on the offensive end, and it's when guys move in the half court without the basketball is when he gets his assists, or when he drives to the basket and guys are standing at the three-point line in certain spots where he could pass it. And the analysts go, oh, my God, look at that incredible pass to a wide-open shot for LeBron by LeBron James on that great pass to the shooter where he shoots it. And LeBron chooses to play off the ball. He doesn't box out his defender. He doesn't play one-on-one defense. He doesn't contest shots. But we're gloating about his 8 rebounds. Ladies and gentlemen, a person who is a great rebounder, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Tim Duncan, Hakeem Olajuwon, you know, I could go on and on and on. But my point is, a rebounder, a great rebounder, boxes out on both defensive and on the offensive end. On the defensive end, you take away extra possessions from the defense. On the offensive end, second chance points, extra possessions for the other team, for your team. That also gives you a fresh new shot clock, and that it gives you clock management, which means you have more time in possession. LeBron does none of that. And off of the work of the defense, the ball's loose, they do the box out, LeBron gets the rebound. And you got LeShannon Sharp. What else do you want him to do? And Chris Broussard, like an idiotic fanboy, telling Rob Parker last night that, oh, he's not in his feelings. Please. You were screaming all day yesterday, complaining about how the Lakers have, and they still continue to try to hang on for that 4th place narrative. They continue to hang on to that. I'm going to say it once again for those who don't want to understand that, oh, LeBron had them in 4th place. Brandon Ingram was out. Kyle Kuzma was out. Lonzo Ball is still out, and he's shut down for the season. So is Brandon Ingram, obviously, with that unfortunate blood clot condition. JaVale McGee was out. Rajon Rondo with the metacarpal. They were 2.5 games from 9th and 10th. The Clippers were the 1 seed. And by trading Tobias Harris, they're still in 8th place, 9 games over 500. The San Antonio Spurs were 13th. Right now, they have a 9-game win streak, and they're now 5th in the Western Conference. And nobody's talking about the Spurs. Quietly, 9-game win streak beat the Warriors, and now they're in 5th place. The Houston Rockets missing Clint Capella, and they're missing CP3. James Harden carries them. The Rockets were 14th on Christmas. They're now third in the West. Or how about the fact that the Raptors have had Kawhi Leonard with not only load management but injuries? Kyle Lowry's still out. Ibaka's been suspended and he's been out with injuries. Fred VanVleet has been out with injuries. Before Jonas Valanciunas got traded, he had a broken metacarpal in his right hand against the Warriors. Victor Oladipo got injured, and look at what the Pacers are doing. Joel Embiid's gotten injured. Kyrie Irving is going to sit out a couple of more games. In other words, what I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is that injuries are a part of the game, and it's next man up. The issue with the Los Angeles Lakers is LeBron may have gotten injured, but those other guys have gotten injured, and LeBron wanted to stay out to see if he could implement his LeBron system. Magic Johnson once again said, we're not trying to have LeBron be Cleveland, and that's exactly what happened. And all of the 3-6 Mafia cronies keep doing is making excuses. Oh, but the Lakers in fourth place. Oh, LeBron missed 18 games. You need to stop because you're looking ridiculous. You're looking very ridiculous. Like, just leave it alone. You can't win no matter how much you try to spin it. It's just not going to happen. You really need to stop. LeBron James, I thought LeBron was going to sit out against the Knicks. Chose to play that and got blocked by the Croatian plumber known as Mario Hezonja and stared him down. And I'm going to say it again. Drafted number 5 by the Magic. Didn't do anything in the 3 years with the Magic. He missed 12 games before that Sunday night game. He hadn't played since February 13th, and that's if you include the in-between with the All-Star break. And he blocks LeBron on the last play. Now, you could say the Knicks and the Lakers are, they're not in the postseason, but the Lakers had no business losing to the Knicks. The Knicks are purposely tanking. They were up by double digits, and the Knicks go on a 13-1 run. And then after LeBron gets blocked, you mean to tell me the next game against the Bucks, where Giannis was out with the ankle injury, when he injured it against the Sixers, that LeBron has a sore left groin? The same reports that kept going back and forth on how long LeBron was going to be out for. A week, 2 weeks, a month. He may miss time after the All-Star break, or he might be back before the All-Star break. He ends up missing 6 weeks of basketball, 17 games. Sits out against the Warriors due to load management. Barely beat the Clippers in overtime. The same Clippers team that came back to Staples when LeBron came back and beat them by 8 or 10 points? You tried to trade half the team to get Anthony Davis. There's just no way around it. And people are trying to go on and saying that, Kobe Bryant is, he was like, if I'm Kobe, and like they're saying Kobe was you know what? In my opinion, Kobe's doing a chess move. You know why I say that? Because to me, Kobe kind of forced himself into this GOAT conversation. People are saying Kobe doesn't care. Yeah, look, Kobe's busy. Kobe's coaching his young daughter's basketball team, his young daughter Gianna. Kobe Bryant's won an Oscar with his Dear Basketball, story. So Kobe Bryant's doing other things. But rest assured, I know deep down, Kobe is looking at this clown and saying, and y'all saying this guy's better than me? And that's why I think Kobe wanted to welcome him, because people are going to say, well, Kobe's not really that. He's meant to. I'm going to tell you right now, Kobe is about the Lakers. We could talk about he's been wanting to get traded 3 times or whatever and whatnot. But Kobe is about purple and gold at the end of the day. He played 20 years for the franchise, no matter if he tried to get traded 3 times. At the end of the day, Kobe stayed, won 5 championships, and he's purple and gold. He played 20 seasons with one franchise. That's the bottom line at the end of the day. But I'm telling you right now, and I said it in last video, people are saying, like, why is LeBron getting so much hate? LeBron brought this on himself. We're not hating on LeBron James. I'm going to say that again. LeBron James brought this on himself. Look how much he talked about Michael Jordan this season. He passed Michael in scoring, and the media got upset because Michael Jordan gave him a congratulations, and they get upset in their feelings because they wanted him to make a speech, to write a letter about what LeBron's meant to the game of basketball. They get in their feelings. They're going crazy because Michael didn't give enough more messages to La Tampon. And this is not bringing another man down. We're talking about LeBron, the basketball player, not LeBron, the man. That's what the LeCronies and the LeBron stands still don't want to understand. We're talking about LeBron as a basketball player. And as a basketball player, I'm going to say this again. He does not have this high IQ that you keep thinking. If he does have a high IQ, it's manipulating his offensive and defensive numbers. And even then, so like he can't really manipulate his defensive numbers because you could clearly see it. He stands around while other guys are rotating to their man and switching. LeBron's not talking. He's not communicating. He's just standing. He got pushed by Kyle Kuzma. And he's supposed to be the greatest of all time. Please. Cut that shit out. I'm sorry, but you can't defend that no matter how much you want to spin it. That's not LeBron hate. That's real talk. You see it in the games. All these guys want to do is just look at the stats and say, how you hating on a man that's doing this, this, and this? Watch the games. Watch the games. LeBron James is not, his actions are not showing what the stats say, which is why I keep telling you he is XYZ. He is points, bounds, and assists. Because it's about me getting my numbers and not worrying about my teammates. That is what I'm trying to tell you guys. He is what I call, he plays selective truth basketball. In other words, his numbers tell you the truth, but not the whole story. That's what I'm trying to say. That is what I've been harping on. And then he tries to control the narrative with it. That's why I don't give LeBron James that kind of same respect, and that's why I took him out of my top 10. Let me run down the list of how many times LeBron has quit. Because people, and it's like when we talk about LeBron James, but Michael Jordan, but Kevin Durant, but Kobe Bryant, but Kobe. Am I talking about Kobe? No. Am I talking about Jordan? No. Am I talking about Kevin Durant? No. But that's what you want to use because you guys want to deflect the blame of LeBron James. That's why you guys bring up the other players. But I'm sick and tired. We're going to sit here and not talk about how Kobe had a 3-1 lead against the Suns. We're not going to talk about how Michael was 1-9 without Pippen and always was getting eliminated out the first round. Or we're not going to talk about how KD joined a 73-9 team. See, that's all you guys can say. See, if you were a true basketball G, you'll be able to regurgitate me with arguments. You'll be able to talk to me and say, you know what, Lewis, I think this, this, and this, and let's break it down because this is from what I've seen. But you can't do that. What you guys do is you give me the pull the string talk. Pull the string, and the same shit comes out of your mouths. That's what happens. That's what happens. LeBron James is 10th on his team in box outs. And that's when you look at the next gen stats. 2.5 box outs per game. Kyle Kuzma and Brandon Ingram have more box outs than LeBron James. How do you explain that? But LeBron plays defense, but LeBron is this great rebounder? No. His rebounds come off of their box outs. Tyson Chandler, JaVale McGee. LeBron doesn't even attack the offensive glass. He's not a great rebounder. That's what you people need to stop with this nonsense that LeBron is a great rebounder. And I already told you how he gets his assists. From now on, LeBron James, in my opinion, and I'm going to give this name, he will be known as the GOAT, the greatest manipulator of all time, because he has learned to manipulate the offensive game. He is a master manipulator at that. And someone who sees through his BS can clearly see LeBron is not good on one-on-one offense, as people keep claiming he is, because he knows how to play volleyball. That's it. Bully ball driving kick. Woo, wow, that's amazing. LeBron James is a great player, but he's highly overrated. Highly overrated by the 3-6 Mafia, the cronies, and his fans. The Levengers, the LeBron James Justice Coalition, whatever you want to call them. The 3-6 Mafia. That's it. That's exactly what these guys do. It's honestly, it's really sickening. And Walt Clyde Frazier, all he did was question his leadership. Absolutely right. Public perception. You got to show your leadership to the guys. That, oh, LeBron has done this before. Like that makes it okay? You talked about Rondo. You talked about KD. Everybody was talking about how Rondo was disrespectful, how it was good to see that Walt criticized KD, but because it's LeBron, it makes it okay? The reason that Walt Clyde Frazier said that was because he views LeBron as a guy who he should hold to a high standard. I mean, if you say that you're the greatest player of all time, shouldn't we hold you to a high standard? All of a sudden, we gotta lower the standings. We gotta move the goalposts because you're LeBron James, and we gotta make excuses. No, we don't gotta do that. Like I said, we didn't make this amount of excuses for Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. I'm sorry. It just didn't. It did not happen like that. I'm sorry. Not like LeBron. LeBron fans get upset that every single day we talk about, they say that, oh, you know, you guys are nothing but LeBron haters. But you're the same people who keep shoving on down our throats that LeBron is the greatest player of all time. So it's a double-edged sword. What the hell are you complaining about? That LeBron gets all this hate when the mainstream media constantly defends him? Just look at what Chris Broussard did last night. That Rob is reaching. Rob Parker, man, he's funny. At times he could be annoying, but when it comes to LeBron, he speaks straight facts. And you could tell that Chris Broussard is salty because he wants to be right and he wants to call LeBron the greatest of all time. He just hasn't been able to. Even if he looks, and I'm telling you right now, Chris Broussard is not objective. He makes this, he's like LeBron. He puts these blinders on and makes it seem like if he's objective, but he's not. Especially if LeBron does something amazing, trust me, Broussard wants to say that it's something that other greats have never done, and then it makes him the greatest of all time. As a matter of fact, the LeBron fans also want to go personal. They say Michael Jordan doesn't do anything for the black community. Michael Jordan doesn't do any charitable work. Michael Jordan doesn't speak up for the black community like LeBron does. That LeBron talks about these issues. Listen. If you have not seen my video on Michael Jordan in terms of what he gave back to the community, go check that out. This was back in 1991, okay? When he had an interview with Marina Maples about his charitable work and why he got criticized for not giving back to the community. These people talk a lot of nonsense without going deep into their context and doing their research. That's what these analysts do. It's because of people like Michael Jordan that LeBron has the platform to speak. Michael Jordan said it himself, and I said this many videos ago, if I'm not an expert on racism, if I'm not an expert on politics, why am I going to talk about social issues if I'm not an expert? I'm just a basketball player. But LeBron, on the other hand, wants to come out here, put his little glasses on, fix his beard, get his little hair grown implant, and talk about how he's a philanthropist. He acts like he's knowledgeable. He goes on his own show and acts like he knows what he's talking about. When he talks about race, when he talks about not being privileged like these other white folks. And it's like LeBron is making himself a fool for the black community because at the end of the day, LeBron is a rich athlete. He's a rich black athlete. Like, that's what you guys need to just listen to, man. I don't want to sit here and talk about how LeBron is bad for the game. I don't want to sit here and say that LeBron is like not great. But when you're comparing him to Michael Jordan, LeBron has been trying to be Michael for the longest. I mean, the league, the media, they instilled that in his mind, saying that he was going to be the next Jordan. Kobe may have copied his skill set. But if you look at Kobe Bryant's game, I call Kobe Bryant the Tupac of the NBA, especially in his young days. Kobe had swag. Kobe's from the East Coast. He brought that East Coast swag to the Sunshine State, to the laid-back state in Cali. Well, the Sunshine State is Florida, but you know what I mean. But my point is that Kobe brought that swag to Los Angeles, man. You just can't deny it. And that's what these guys love to do. So it just baffles me every single time that my point is now that what they should do is they should just shut LeBron down for the rest of the season. It's bad enough that LeBron James is now picking and choosing when to sit out games, and management is doing the same thing in terms of when LeBron can play. And like all these guys who have paid their money and wait to see LeBron play, they now can't watch it. And it's disappointing. And LeBron James was the same person that went on camera that said 2 years ago when he was taking days off in Cleveland in his second stint that I don't owe anybody anything. I've given 14 years to the game of basketball, that I deserve my time to rest. What Kobe Bryant has done is give political answers. But let's face it, Kobe has never wanted to sit out any basketball game that he played. So deep down, in my opinion, even though Kobe's telling the political answer, he's playing the media's card because he knows that, trust me, he's going to support LeBron because, like I said, he likes him and that he's with the Lakers. But quite honestly, the shit show that's happened this year, Kobe's low-key saying, and this guy is really better than me. I'm telling you. I feel like low-key in one part, I feel like Kobe's kind of waiting for him to kind of fail to kind of really see, oh, look, people have been saying that he's the GOAT. What LeBron has been hiding to you guys is in Miami and in Cleveland, the whole 8 straight finals. You really weren't able to criticize him. And people who tried to criticize him, you saw the Lacronis come back and forth in the comments and crazy. They're still trying to do it, but it's not at the level that they once were able to do it the last 8 years. And now no matter what they try, it's like the ones that see through LeBron's BS, man, they are ethering and murking this cat right now. And they're murking the LeBron stands. That's what they're doing. And this is why I said that I have put Kobe Bryant number 7, because now that when I look at LeBron's career, he's tried to be Michael Jordan so bad. I mean, this is the guy who said that, man, I tried to wear my shoes like Mike. I tried to stick my tongue out like Mike. I tried to dunk like Mike. I always wanted to be like Mike. Yo, when I passed Michael Jordan in scoring, man, it was like winning a championship. You know, putting that picture on Instagram and just saying thank you. What LeBron did was constant worship. Kobe Bryant didn't worship Michael Jordan. He appreciated what Michael did for him. But this is why Michael's nod of approval isn't going to be the same to LeBron as he did to Kobe Bryant. That's why the 3-6 Mafia Lacronis are so mad. Kobe Bryant didn't cheat the way LeBron is trying to cheat the game. And like I said, the only reason that LeBron is still here is because he's a cash cow for the NBA. And if Jeannie Buss can find a way to trade his ass, she will. If she can find a way, she will. And I feel like like I said, it's a blessing in disguise that he came out here, because LeBron needs to understand that the history that the Lakers have, he is not bigger than the organization. The Miami Heat didn't even have that kind of history. And Pat Riley said, you are not bigger than the organization. Like, you don't run shit around here. That's why LeBron took his ball and went back to Cleveland. It wasn't just because Kyrie, it was business-wise. He's like, oh, I can't be in control of the situation. I can't keep teams hostage. You know what? I'm going to go back. Dan Gilbert was the same one that said when LeBron left, I got my team back. He said that. And that's what I'm trying to get through your heads, ladies and gentlemen. That nobody denies how great LeBron is. But people keep using the same arguments to defend LeBron for the things that he has not been able to do. In other words, he's tried to be Michael Jordan so bad. He wears the number 23, guys. He wears the number 23. Right now, he wears number 23 in the purple and gold. In the house that Kobe helped build, along with Shaq, Kareem, Magic, Gail Goodrich, Jerry West, Will Chamberlain, Elgin Baylor, George Mikan, all those great supporting cast players that played for the Lakers for years. And he's made it into a disgrace. Yeah, the Lakers have missed the playoffs for the last 5 years, but it's like you're getting a great player who you think is going to help. And I said the problem with signing LeBron is he's 33 years old. He's not the best player in the game anymore. He can't carry a team like he once did. He told AD to publicly demand a trade. And AD honestly thinks that he's telling the public that he wants to be in control of the situation. LeBron told you to say that. He told you to say that. And then put it on Rich Paul to say he was the one that was talking to Rich Paul. You were with LeBron too, bro. Come on. You think LeBron doesn't run the operations? That's what these guys just don't want to admit to themselves. He's an unbelievable, like I said, he's great. But he's overrated. He's overrated. And that's what you guys need to understand. Phil Jackson tried to warn Jeannie about LeBron. He took the Lapasi comments that Phil Jackson said about him and turned it into a race issue. And this is why player power has gone against LeBron James. Because he thought that Kevin Durant wasn't going to go join the Warriors when he did it because he loved the style of play, even if it was the wrong move at the time because he had just lost to that team after being up 3-1. LeBron thought he was going to take advantage of this era and win so people could say that he is the greatest of all time because he was able to dominate and no one was able to touch him. But in the last two NBA Finals, Kevin Durant has had a 50-40-90 average. And he shot 55% in the 2012 NBA Finals, which means that LeBron has really never been able to guard him. And now that LeBron hasn't been able to win, he pouts, he whines, he cries, and he's not getting his way. He's not getting what he wants. And that's the bottom line because Lewis said so. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to the Brooklyn Nets. Shout out to the Sacramento Kings. You guys are doing big things up there, man. I hope your future continues to build because you guys deserve the success that you guys are coming. You have both very good environments. A lot of other teams can learn from what you guys are doing right now. You know, it's just about creating just establishing a culture, man, and just bring winning basketball. Bring guys that fans can cheer for, and you guys continue to come out and compete. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about what I had to talk about, man. Bless up. One love, man. Peace. Thanks for watching.